I'm Katora of MixedPrints, and this is Amir, the creator of Area 92.
Hello, hello.
And we are here to interview him on his brand. So the first question we have is, what is the story behind your brand?
Well, it all started back in 2013 while I was at Delaware State University. I had a class, this management process class, where we had to come up with our own product or service. So my group decided to do buttons. I was in charge of designing them.
Okay.
So that kind of, sparked the idea of creating things. I've always had a knack for creating something, but it's like, hey, I'm in charge of designing, I really want to do this. During that semester, I was looking to transfer schools, so I was kind of like going through a lot of different stuff.
Right.
And one thing I always tell myself is smile through the BS. And that kind of sparked the idea of, you know what, I want to make something out of this. So it inspired this hat right here that you see. It's 4 years old, almost 4 years old. So take the smiley face, put the bullet hole through it, and I was just like, it's perfect.
What inspires you to create your brand?
Well, I was modeling for a lot of different brands. One in particular, Avenue Black, which is created by a close friend of mine, Jason Richardson. He actually inspired me a lot. He would drop gems on me about his line and what to do, things, and I'm like, hey, I want to create something, and he's been like a mentor to me with this. Also, just because of my style and everything, I could be wearing suit and tie one day, the urban wear to a skater type look. I want to blend things together and create something for myself that was really me. Another person, Aaron Fletcher, who does Modern Illness, big fan of his. Another close friend of mine who's really inspired me a lot. So definitely, people who I've been around, also, I guess you could say to myself as well.
Well, that's good to have the right people in your corner to help push you and get better in what you want to do. What is the inspiration behind your logo for Area 92?
Well, I have multiple logos. I like to refer to them as characters within the brand. The one started out smiley face. I ended up coming out with a new one. I call it Screaming Demon logo, and it's kind of based off inspired by like a time like when I graduated college. I came home and I was just kind of in a rough patch trying to figure out everything. Thought I had everything figured out. I ended up falling on my face, and I was just in a dark place at the time, and I felt like I was fighting like inner demons within myself. I was just frustrated, and I remember during that time I watched the entire series of one of my favorite animes, which is Yu Hakusho, and it's about a spirit detective that makes sure chaos doesn't strike in the human world and keeps the balance. And I was like, that kind of like really got me through it. And as you can see now, like, I'm happy, everything's going well for me. I guess you could say, for the bullet hole, I defeated my demon, so that was something that kind of stood out for me. Another logo that I have on the way is an alien-styled logo, kind of coincides more with the whole Area 92 thing. People think like Area 51, Area 92. So it kind of matches that well. And the inspiration behind that one is actually, Erykah Badu's Window Seat, when she was like, at the end said, people they're quick to assassinate what they do not understand, which I felt like coincides with my brand and also that logo. Being it's extraterrestrial, people understand certain things, and I feel like that applies to people's dreams as well. People are quick to shoot folks down and don't fully understand what people are going for, don't understand your dream. So
I feel you on that. I definitely understand that, because people they don't want to understand the story behind it. So that's why I'm with you. What makes your brand stand out against other brands?
I would say the aggressive kind of look towards it. When you first look at it, people are like, oh my gosh, it looks violent. It's like, no, that's not really it. The brand name itself, Area 92, it's like a play on words with Area 51. So I use that area terminology, and I paired it up with my birth year, 92.
Okay.
And put that together. With Area 51, it's like, you know, they have all those different conspiracies and stuff because you never know what's going on or what's going to happen. So it's like unpredictable, and I feel like that's what my brand is. It's unpredictable. It's unpredictable. It's mysterious. You never know what you're going to get from me, what's going to spark my interest or creativity to create something. So I feel like that's really what, you know, makes me stand out from other brands.
I like that. So what do you want people to take away when they rock your brand?
Well, I want people to, you know, of course, see the quality. I want them to realize, like, for me, like, it's kind of like art. Like, when I wear this, people are like constantly like staring at, looking at it. And just like it gets people's attention. I want people to ask, like, oh, what's that? Like, what's that mean? You know, because like art, there's so many different perspectives and so many different interpretations people have. So, you know, I want people to have their own, you know, almost kind of like their own story with it as well. And also see the effort that I put into it and just, you know, see how dope it is.
Right. I feel you. So, what is your favorite part about being in the fashion industry?
My favorite part about being in the fashion industry would have to be meeting new people. Just constantly going to different events, networking with folks. I just love, that's what I love about it, you know, meeting new folks, gaining new knowledge and inspiration. So I can take that and put it towards my own. I don't really see a lot of people, you know, or a lot of brands as like competition, but more so a challenge for myself.
Right.
I love when, you know, someone drops something that's dope that, you know, gains people's attention, encourages me. It challenges me to, you know, to maybe try to, you know, create something in my own lane. So I feel like that's definitely played a big part, and that's what I really love about it.
That's cool. Okay, so the last question we have would be, what future plans you have for Area 92?
Right now, I'm actually dropping a full collection come spring.
Okay.
So that's end of March I'm looking at, and I'm also going to drop the website with it. Also, definitely want to get in the music scene more.
That's good.
Yeah, I sponsor a local artist by Will North, close friend of mine that I grew up with. So, you know, getting more involved with that, creating custom, you know, Area 92 clothing for artists, and also throwing different events where I have, you know, other brands come and showcase their stuff, artists come and showcase their work, other recording artists, you know, musicians come in and do what they do, all under one roof, you know, have a coffee shop of my own.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's something like I really want to do. So that's where I see it at. But one thing, you know, I can tell you is that there's a wave of talent that's coming, you know, from around here. And when I talk to people, I always, you know, leave them with this. Instead of like, you know, saying bye or something like that, or like, yo, I'll talk to you later, even when I'm texting my close friends, I just on this, I'll see you at the top.
Right.
And they get
I like that. That's a good impression to leave on somebody. Yeah. Wow. That's great. Well, thanks so much,
Thank you for
Amir, for interviewing with us and letting us know more about Area 92. And MixedPrints will definitely be showing love to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.